Hello. This is going to be super quick. Just wanted to pop on here, give a little mama pep talk real quick. That is my dance studio. I'm getting ready to go into a class. Let me get started because this is going to be super quick. Hello, I am Andrea Reynolds, and I am, lady entrepreneur by day, and always thinking about business. And I realized recently that I needed to get back to finding some balance, and that going from teaching full-time to working from home has been a super big adjustment. So for those of you that don't know me, I taught for like 16.5 years, and I recently left the classroom to pursue working on my business full-time, which is the Social Studies Whisperer. And so along the way, my son and I had gone to therapy this summer, and a therapist was like, you need to get a hobby, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, does working out count? She was like, no. I was like, does social media count? I was like, no, thank you. So what I did, now hold on to your seats because this might shock a few people. This might be a little bit too much to handle, but so my hobby that I took up was burlesque dancing. Okay, if you don't know what burlesque is, it's classy stripping, pretty much. Okay, now I am 40. I am not trying to be a pole dancer. I'm not trying to do anything that would, be shocking or scandalous or crazy. And so I started doing that this summer, and I fell in love with it. I love it because it's actually really, really empowering, because it's something that women of all shapes and sizes participate in, and they own their confidence, and they embrace their flaws, and they embrace their perfections and imperfections, and it's really, really empowering. And the reason I chose that was because last year I was attacked by a dog, and I have scars all over my arms, and that really, I know it's could be so much worse, but that really took a toll on my self-esteem. And so I was like, I need to find a hobby that is going to be something that helps me get over that issue, and it really has. And so and when I was younger, I wanted to be an actress. That's what I wanted to do. So I like being the center of attention. So I'm better at that. I'd rather be on stage or talking to a large group than talking to someone in person. So actually, like I said, I really love doing that this summer, and I kind of worried about, oh no, my target audience for my business is classroom teachers, or what my teacher friends think, what will my my new audience I'm getting into working with, homeschooling families. Like I said, I'm definitely, this is something that makes me happy, and my whole point is, I did not go to a basketball meeting for my son tonight because I had already signed up for this class and I already paid for it, and I knew that this is what I needed to do for me. So I really struggled with that all weekend. So let's rewind back a little bit. So I did the class, a 6-week class this summer, and actually got to perform on stage, and it was really, really fun. It wasn't anything, like I said, nothing too crazy, or it's not something I'm ever going to invite my parents to, but I'm single again, so I'm going to be me. And like I said, it's classy, and it's storytelling, and I love the storytelling aspect of it because I love that part of history, because I'm a history nerd. Okay, obviously, you see my necklace is World War II. So the summer, like I said, I resigned from my job, and so I got my last paycheck the end of July, and just kind of living on wishes and fairy dust for August and September. They had the open house of the studio the beginning of August, and I moved, and I did classes all day. But since then, I was like, okay, I can't do any more classes right now because it's not a priority. And then I noticed I just was kind of just feeling blah about life, and the fact that I was, but I wasn't. The fact that I was cooped up in my apartment, not out in the world working, was really taking its toll on me. And so I finally, I got some money I was waiting for And I started last week. I was like, okay, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go back and take classes. And the first day I went, I was like, this is what makes, I need to do this as me, as a person. Okay. I do so much stuff like 24/7 thinking about my business. And, I said, my kids are older, so, things are different. Like my son is 14 and my daughter lives on her own. She's 20. She's in college. I started early. So that was like the first thing I did was sign up for, I did a drop-in class last week, and I was like, oh my God, I was so happy. That just made me like, it just made me happy to just do, you know, unwind and be, and it's really good for being present, because I'm always like on the go, like mile a minute, never slowing down. And like, I need something to like keep me in the moment. And so that's what, the dancing does for me. And so, I went ahead that day. I was like, I bought a 10 class drop-in pass. I booked a Monday night class, a 6-week class. I booked like a vintage hair tutorial workshop. I was like, I am doing everything. I was like, I've been away too long. I'm back, and game on with this dancing hobby. And come to find out, I forgot that my son had a basketball meeting tonight at 7. And like, I've been working around him doing conditioning, and I really struggled with what to do, because the dance studio is an hour away from where I live. And so I would have had to miss my class or miss the meeting. And so I did something that I'm sure if my dad was like big into sports with my brother when he was younger, and he's all like on board with my son doing basketball and like helps out with stuff. But they lived like 2 hours away. And I'm sure if my dad knew that, he knew I couldn't come to the meeting, but like I couldn't get anyone else to go like for me to the meeting. So I'm sure he would flip out if he knew I was blowing it off. But instead of going to the meeting, informational meeting about basketball tryouts for high school, I came to my dance class. And that's okay, because I told my son was upset because he was like, hello. My son was like, Mom, he was like, I don't even think I want to play anymore. And he was all upset. And I knew it had to do with like me. And I knew he was worried that like I wasn't going to, like be able to bring him to stuff. And I was like, it's different if it's just like an informational meeting, you know. If it is, I'm fine. If it's like a big important game or something, like I'm not advocating that you miss that, but sometimes there's little things that as a parent you feel like you need to do everything, and you don't. There's just some things you can just let go. Okay, why do I need to sit in a meeting like in person when I'm sure it's information that's on a piece of paper that I can read myself? And so my son like flipped out. I asked like 3 different people if they could go, and they couldn't. And so I was like, you know what? I was like, and I even thought about like, okay, well, I'll just go to my class late. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So I came to my class, and it all worked out. And so I said, sometimes you just have to put yourself first and do what makes you happy. Because, and I told him, I was like, I need to be okay. I was like, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And that's how it goes, even if you're in a single parent household. And so, oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Periscope is a lot of fun. And I'm ESOL, English Language Learner Certified. So there you go. You picked the right person. So anyways, the whole point was, guess what? I came to dance class instead of going to something for my 14-year-old son, and life is okay. And I'm going to be a better person for it, because it's going to make me happy. And that happiness in my personal life and building my confidence there has helped me in my business. So that's all I had to say. Hopefully this will be some kind of inspiration to somebody. If not, my shirt says, don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Don't dull your own sparkle, because I'm bad about that. Thank you for watching, and let me put it back on my dance studio. It's so cute. They have a mural on the other side. A little East Atlanta Village, downtown Atlanta. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.